Good day, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Football and Banter with me, myself, and I. It is the new football season and it is up and running. Second week, and so many teams have actually started picking up points. Second week of the English Premier League, second week of the Spanish La Liga. This weekend, the German Bundesliga is kicking off, and some other league. At the second week of the Serie A. So the leagues are up and running. The football season is back, and I'm here to give you a pre-match analysis of all the talking points of the matches that will be happening this weekend in the English Premier League. That is actually our focus on this football and banter. Quickly, without wasting much time, let me quickly dive into the features of the Premier League this weekend. Let me run it before I try to touch on some key matches in the English Premier League this weekend. The very first match on a Saturday is the match between Brighton and Manchester United. Quickly, let me touch on that game. Judging from the last matches, the last match that they played, Brighton 3 goals away from home. Manchester United struggling to actually score a goal in their at Old Trafford. You can actually deduce from those two matches, from these two teams, that Brighton are a better side going into this game. Brighton against Manchester United. The second match is the match between Crystal Palace and West Ham. Remember, West Ham lost their home match against Aston Villa right there at London Stadium, and they are going away to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, their very first match at home, and they are hosting West Ham. Remember, they lost their first match against Brentford, so they are looking to pick up a win and possibly maximum 3 points in this game. On the other hand, West Ham, they are looking at picking up their first win, also looking at the fact that they lost their home game, their very first match against Aston Villa. So it's going to be a very dicey match between Crystal Palace and West Ham. Then the other match is the match between Fulham and Leicester City. Fulham lost away from home at Old Trafford against Manchester United. Leicester, on the other hand, drew against Tottenham on the Monday Night Football. So it's going to be a dicey match. But I'm seeing Fulham picking up a win, but Leicester is not really a team that you should ride on. It's not really a team that you should just ride on. So I'm seeing 2 goals in this game. I'm seeing 2 goals and probably a win or a draw for Fulham. Then on the 3 o'clock hour is the match between Manchester City, the champions, hosting Ipswich Town. Remember, Ipswich hosted Liverpool on their return to the English top flight football, and they lost 2-0 in favor of Liverpool. Now they are going away at the Etihad to host the champion, to visit the champions, Manchester City. Manchester City, on the other hand, won Chelsea 2-0 away from home, and they are hosting Ipswich at the Etihad. It's a maximum 3 points. The question we should be asking ourselves in this game is, how many goals will City score? That is just the question we should be asking ourselves. But if it's on win, Man City got this one unlocked down. The other match for the day is the match between Southampton and Nottingham Forest. Southampton lost their first game of the English Premier League. Then Nottingham Forest drew their first game. So it's going to be a dicey game. Well, I can't really say, but Southampton, they are the newly promoted side. Nottingham Forest, good squad, good players, and I'm seeing them picking up a goal in this game. Going forward is the match between Tottenham Hotspur and Everton. Tottenham drew their very first match away from home against Leicester in their first game of the season, and the Everton lost their very first match against Brighton at the Goodison Park, and they are going away to Spurs Stadium to visit Spurs, and I'm seeing Spurs picking up maximum 3 points in this game because they needed that win against Leicester, but unfortunately they couldn't pick up the win, and they are hosting Everton at Spurs Stadium. Then the last match for the day, this Saturday, is the match between Aston Villa and Arsenal. Aston Villa and Arsenal. This is a must-win match for the Gunners because it's more of like a revenge mission for the Arsenal football team against Aston Villa. Remember, it was because they lost to Aston Villa last season that they couldn't win the league, and it was only Aston Villa that did a double on Arsenal last season, winning Arsenal both home and away. And Arsenal believe that this is a revenge mission for them to actually show Aston Villa that what you did to us last season, the pain is still in our bones. So it's going to be a very dicey game. Aston Villa is not a small team. Remember, the stats are there. Since Emery took over Aston Villa, Arteta has actually won him once, and he has lost 3 and drew 1. So it's going to be a very dicey game. But I'm giving Arsenal, not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm looking at how, yes, Aston Villa won their very first game against West Ham, and they struggled to actually win that game. But away from home, having everything you get in check, and I'm believing that Arsenal are going to win this game. Then on a Sunday is the match between Bournemouth and Newcastle United. Newcastle won their very first game at home at St. James's Park, and they are going to Bournemouth to see if they can pick their second win of the season. Then the other match on a Sunday is the match between Wolves and Chelsea. Remember, Wolves lost their very first game against Arsenal at the Emirates, and now they are going and they are hosting Chelsea. So I'm looking at Wolves picking up a maximum 3 points against Chelsea. Sorry guys, but I'm giving Wolves maximum 3 points, yes, because I watched that game against Arsenal. They were actually formidable. After Arsenal scoring their first goal, Wolves were all over Arsenal before Arsenal could even score their second goal, just to bury the game. So they are very strong and they are very good at home. You understand? So I'm seeing Wolves picking up, if not the 3 point, but a point from this game. Then the last match of the day, or of the week, of the second week of the English Premier League, is the match between Liverpool and Brentford. Both sides actually picked up a win in their very first game of the season. Brentford winning Crystal Palace and Liverpool winning Ipswich Town. But now the match is happening at Anfield. You understand? So I believe Liverpool should pick up the maximum 3 points. Diego Jota is on fire, and Moisella is on fire, based on the fact that he has actually barbed his hair. Yeah, he has actually barbed his hair. So I'm seeing Liverpool picking up maximum 3 points in this game. Those are the matches that will be happening this weekend in the English Premier League. And along the line, I was able to dissect and analyze the possible outcomes of some of these matches for those of us that are investors. So just pick up those matches, and I think they should be up to 2 odds, and play in your favorite bookies. You understand? So those are the matches that will be taking place this weekend in the English Premier League. The pre-match analysis, and after the games on Sunday, on Monday, I will come back to give you the post-match analysis of all the happenings that took place during the course of the weekend in the English Premier League. I want to say thank you for keeping a close tab on my channel. Thank you for clicking, commenting, liking, and sharing. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your data. Like I said, when we blow, I will be giving out data on this platform. Actually, you understand? So thank you guys. Before I go, for banter's sake, I'm praying that Manchester United should give us banter material. Chelsea should give us banter. You know how you guys do. Last week it was Chelsea, Manchester United escaped it, but I'm seeing Manchester United delivering banter this week against Brighton. I'm seeing Manchester United delivering banter this week. Chelsea might escape, but they might not even. Two of them might even deliver. Yes, two of them might even deliver. and we are here. We mount to do it to make jest of them. All right, guys, that is it for this week. Thank you so much for keeping glued to the channel, and thank you for clicking and liking. Until I come your way for the post-match analysis after these games, keep watching, clicking, and liking. My name is Still on Still. I'm out. Cheers.